Your boss won't listen to you. Your spouse doesn't listen to you. Your kids barely know you're alive. But here at The Fan, we love and appreciate you.
Just when we learn to appreciate what a huge wussy you are.
This is the show for the people, by the people. It's The Fan Call-In Show.
Presented by the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Here are the leaders of the Lunatic Fringe, Scotty Vegas and Ryan Baker.
Oh, a good Sunday morning. And it is The Fan Call-In Show. It is your show. So give us a ring, 614-821-9710, 614-821-9710. We're going to open up the phone lines, and we got a monster prize again this week to give away, Ryan. It is a pair of tickets to the Stadium Series game at the Horseshoe on March 1st. It'll be Blue Jackets. It'll be Red Wings. It'll be outside. It'll be fun. I can't wait for that game, and some listener today is going to call in and win a pair of tickets to that game.
Oh, baby, I can't wait. The Jackets coming off of a 10-3-1 January. Woo! Zach Werenski named the third star of the month in the NHL, breaking his own record for most points by a defenseman in CBJ history. This is exciting.
So we were just talking to Dave, and Dave's like, oh, man, it kind of stinks. We have a Sunday without football. And then it's like, well, at 1 o'clock, we got OSU hoops. And then, oh, by the way, later on today, we also have Blue Jacket hockey. So while it is a little bit disappointing that our only football is flag football on this weekend, but we do have Buckeye hoops, and they are on the road, and they're taking on Illinois. Ohio State is a 5.5-point underdog in that game, but Ohio State coming off 3 wins in a row as well. They've been playing awesome over the last week and a half. Win on the road against Purdue, get a home win against Iowa, and then obviously go on the road again and get a win as an underdog against Penn State. So things looking up again. Give us a call, 614-821-9710. We got the Stadium Series tickets. But I wanted to ask you, Ryan, to start the show here. So Dave Biddle, of course, went down to the national championship game, went to Atlanta, and brought me back some of this great confetti. It's sitting right here by me. I love it. It's a little bit of piece of memorabilia that I wanted from the national championship game. I've also done a couple other things memorabilia-wise, but I'm just curious from a fan's perspective. If you're out there, give us a call. What memorabilia from the national championship do you want? Have you purchased it already, or are you still on the lookout for it? But to me, I want to know about memorabilia. What about you, Ryan? What would be the ultimate thing for you to have from that championship?
So I'll tell you the one thing that I did go out and look for that night, and even the next day, because I know it's different now, the way they do things. I wanted a Columbus Dispatch.
Ooh.
The newspaper with the national championship. So I grew up delivering the Dispatch. And I have one from the last national championship. I have a Dispatch from when the Jackets beat Tampa in the first round series. Those were things that we kind of did. I have a Sports Illustrated with Krenzel on the front when they won the national championship. So that was the one thing that I wanted, was a Dispatch, and I could not find one anywhere. And again, I went out on Tuesday. I went out on Wednesday, because I don't even know if the Tuesday papers, especially the first edition that gets thrown out to like the gas stations and the grocery stores and all of that, I don't even know if that would have had it in the way they print those things now. So it might have even been on Wednesday. I actually had a call in to some friends that I know that work at the Dispatch trying to get one, and they said they were hard to find there too. They would look for one and grab me one if they found one, but I couldn't find one anywhere.
Wow. So that's a funny story, because I'll tell you, when we were moving from our old house to the new house, I had a bin. It was an Ohio State bin. I just labeled it Ohio State. And we were moving it, and it was really heavy. And my wife, Carrie, is like, what is in this bin? Why is this so heavy? Opens it up, and it's all newspapers. It's like just nothing but newspapers. I was saving Columbus Dispatches from like random basketball wins and like, okay, Ohio State beat Indiana in hoops last night, and it was a really entertaining game. And I'd save that sports page. And she's like, what are you ever going to do with this? Are you going to like go back and read these newspapers or what? So I eventually was like, okay, I'm going to kind of go through this and get just a few, just save the humongous championship level ones.
Something else that I'm going to order. So I didn't want to go out in the stores, and, there's so much online. You can order them online. So I'm going to order a shirt, and a hat to keep for the national championship. Something I'm a big fan of, Scotty, is I collect glasses, like from places I've been or something like that. And we actually, from my great-grandparents, we have a set of Ohio State glasses that has all the national championships on them up until 2002.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
They're the older national championship glasses. I have a set of those at my house that I got from them. So I like to get a nice national champion 2024, some kind of Pilsner or a glass, maybe a rocks glass, something like that. That's something I'm going to get because in my kitchen, I have a bunch of those just collected from, sports teams, restaurants, whatever. I'm going to definitely grab something like that.
So this is the Fan Call-In Show, 614-821-9710. We're giving out a pair of tickets to the Stadium Series game. You've got your Blue Jacket shirt on right now. They've won 3 in a row. This is an opportunity to win a pair of tickets to sit in the shoe, watch the game on March 1st. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've been a part of a couple of the calls as far as planning for that day, the tailgates and stuff like that. It is going to be awesome around campus. They're really building this thing up. But you have a chance to win. 614-821-9710. Get your calls in, get your topics heard. But you already got the Blue Jacket shirt on. I've got the Buckeye Hoops ready, the Hoops shirt on, ready to go.
Buckeye Hoops, obviously, right after us. Timmy Hall and the Fan Warm-Up Show takes over. Then Paul and Ron will join you at 12:15, taking you up to that 1 o'clock tip. Big game for the Buckeye Hoops team tonight, and another one for the Jackets tonight because the Jackets have been hot, and they're in that first wild card right now, but some of the teams around them have been hot as well, so they need to keep the pace here. It's so interesting to see this young team grow and develop in front of our eyes the way they have this year.
Okay, so what I love is we're sitting here. It is now February 2nd. We're sitting here talking about, okay, what do the Blue Jackets need to do? Can they make the playoff run? Can they make it to the playoffs? And that's a legit question. And we're also sitting here right now talking about Ohio State hoops, thinking, okay, is this a tournament team? They got a few wins in a row. Now we're starting to think, okay, is this a team that can do a little bit of damage in March Madness? I just love that we're sitting here with that feeling because a year ago, it was a brutal winter, right? Because Ohio State had an ugly loss to Missouri in the bowl game, and the Blue Jackets had no shot at making the playoffs, and Ohio State hoops at this point in early February had no shot at making the big dance. So we're in a good position across the board with that.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people heading into this year just said, hey, Jackets, just don't be out of it at March 1st. Stay where you're kind of close. But no, that's not the case now. They are right in the thick of this. Maybe here at the trade deadline, they may actually add, which is crazy to think coming into this. So very interesting times for the Blue Jackets. The Hollow over on YouTube had an interesting thing about our memorabilia. He said, I had a friend bring me down a Cleveland Plain dealer. Well, I would even take that right now because I couldn't get my hands on a dispatch. That is pretty cool, though. Phone lines started to blow up here. Let's go out to the phone lines now. Let's head out to John. John, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show.
Good morning, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
John, what school are you representing for us today?
Fairfield Elementary School. I just had a question about the Jackets. I'm born and raised in Fairfield and Pickerington, anyways, but born and raised in Columbus. Just love the Jackets. Have never really gone over the edge, and so I'm not as knowledgeable as the other sports. But what do you guys think about how it's built now compared to like with Bob and Panarin, like sustainability? I mean, is this just not going to be a one-year thing from your more knowledgeable, how long is this thing going to last being built this way?
John, thanks for the call. Really appreciate it. It is, I think it's different because of the center depth that they have on this team now. You've got the Fantilli, you've got the Sillinger, you've got a guy like Luca Del Bel Beluz. Caden Lindstrom in the pipeline as well. Zach Werenski is locked up. Denton Matejchuk, obviously a rookie. So I think it's a little different this time because you have homegrown talent here. Now, you're going to have decisions to make in the not so distant future here with who you're going to keep, who's going to be the core of this team moving forward. But when you see teams that win the Stanley Cup, it's down the middle. It's the Crosbys, the Malkins, it's the Matthews, the Tavares, those kind of guys, Sasha Barkov, Sam Bennett down in Florida, recent Cup winners. So that's the thing that's nice to see with the Jackets is the young center depth on this team right now.
Yeah, really good call. Love it. Reminder, we are giving away a pair of tickets to the Stadium Series game March 1st in the shoe, 614-821-9710. And I love what you said about the center depth, right? I thought that was fantastic stuff right there because that convinced me as well going forward. All right, back out to the phone lines. Let's talk to Colin. Colin, welcome to the Fan Call-In Show.
How's it going, guys?
Good, Colin. What school are you representing?
I am from Big Walnut High School.
Awesome. Go ahead for us.
Well, I just had a quick question for you guys. Do you guys think that this Blue Jackets team is a serious contender? And if so, how far do you think they can go?
That's a great call, Colin. I don't know if they're a serious contender this year as far as winning a Stanley Cup, but I do think this is a team that can get into the playoffs and maybe win a series, possibly two, with some of the additions here that they've got coming back just internally. Sean Monahan, unfortunately, he's going to be out until March, it looks like, but Boone Jenner should be back on the other side of this Four Nations trip. Erica Branson, you need big physical guys in the playoffs. So as long as these young guys keep up the pace that they're on, and you get some of these guys back from injury, Igor Chinnikov, another one that hopefully he's resumed skating, hopefully will be back soon. They're going to have their own trade deadline acquisitions coming back, which would be nice. I don't think they're a Stanley Cup contender this year, but hopefully in a year or two.
I want to give you a little reference. So there are betting odds on will the Blue Jackets make the playoffs. And I will give you those odds when we come back. The phone lines are open, 614-821-9710. This is the Fan Call-In Show.
All the 10 TV people come over to our side of the building to take a deuce. That should tell you something about how we operate. The Fan.
Championship weekend in the NFL is here, and we love throwing watch parties at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Let's parlay incredible food, huge screens, prizes, and football together for the ultimate bet this weekend, and it'll be a winner. Join me, Scotty Vegas, and Dave Biddle from On the Money for a watch party at Hollywood Casino starting at 3 on Sunday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Parlay it, baby.
Come cheer on the Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team as they take on the Maryland Terrapins at the Shot on February 6th. Don't miss out on themed games, unforgettable fan experiences, and the ultimate Buckeye traditions. Buy your tickets now at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WEALTH to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WEALTH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WEALTH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Come in. Joe, I wasn't expecting to see you. Why does everybody say that? I came to congratulate you. No joke. Well, it was a hard-fought campaign.
Campaign? I'm talking about $5 at Great Lakes Kia.
Great Lakes Kia, where new Kias are less than lunch.
Brand new Kias, $5 a day. I'm being serious right now.
Only at Great Lakes Kia.
Guess what? And by the way, get 0% financing for 72 months.
Lease new 25 Kia Sorrentos LX, just $5 a day. And we love that third-row seating, don't we?
And new K4s, LXS, just $5 a day. No joke.
Even new K5s, LXS, just $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
But what about credit? Come on, man.
If you've got a job, you ride $5 a day.
Here's the deal. Go to Great Lakes Kia.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com.
My first home was $5. Not kidding around.
Tax and tag to qualified buyers. Visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
The Buckeyes are national champions. And you listen to it all right here on The Fan. And next year when they do it again, it'll be here on The Fan. And the year after that, well, you know the drill. Always and forever, your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan.
Home values in Columbus are sky high, and you have a ton of equity. Your financial advisor thinks the market has peaked. So if you're thinking about selling, it's time. Except for two things. High interest rates will burn you on a new home loan, and you're not ready to move. Savvy financial advisors suggest Truehold's new Sell and Stay program. It's ingenious because they buy your home now while its value is high, but you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Smart, right? Truehold will make you a solid cash offer, not a lowball offer like the others. It's based on your home's current value. The cash is yours to travel, pay off bills, or secure your retirement. And again, you can stay in your home with a comfortable lease. Truehold covers property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. See how much Truehold will pay for your home today. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
It's a different world today than it was 30 years ago when I started Care Heating and Cooling. This is Mike Weens, now the retired founder of Care Heating and Cooling with my sons, Dennis and Ryan.
Dad, 30 years ago, you were the first to warn of companies using service technicians as salespeople, of abusing the trust that a service technician has. With the big conglomerates now buying companies all over Central Ohio, this has become the normal business model.
It's all about greed. The conglomerates know they can make a lot more money by incentivizing their technicians to sell furnaces instead of fixing them. They train their techs to take advantage of a customer when they are the most vulnerable.
Dad, that is not how we were taught. In 2024, Care Heating and Cooling was awarded a BBB Torch Award for ethics and was named the Lennox Partner of the Year. You don't earn those awards by leaving cat toys behind.
Call Care Heating and Cooling at 1-800-COOLING or schedule an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com. When you need a company you can trust.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Definitely make sure you have ways to stay warm for the morning, but we have winds shifting to out of the south-southwest, and that's going to usher in some nice mild air, which brings our afternoon highs up to right around 50 degrees under cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Could see some isolated showers this afternoon. Otherwise, expect the cloudy skies to continue into tonight with our lows overnight into the 40s, and then for Monday, certainly feeling more like spring as our daytime highs soar to right around 60 degrees. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with your 10 weather impact forecast.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. The Fan Calling Show, presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The show that allows you, the sports fan, to be the star.
There might not be football today, but it is still a loaded sports day. Ohio State hoops coming up at 1. Then you got Blue Jackets hockey later on this afternoon. We also have loaded phone lines. This is the Fan Calling Show, number 614-821-9710. We're giving out a pair of tickets to the Stadium Series game March 1st in the shoe. And we're going to give it out to the best call of the day. And we got a loaded phone line. We're going to hear from Jeff, Zoran, Adam, and Jeremy. And let's start out with Jeff. Jeff, welcome to the Fan Calling Show.
Thanks, sir. How are we today?
We're good, Jeff. What school are you representing this morning?
Newark, Ohio Wildcats. And
You're probably not going to amount to jack squat.
Love it, Jeff. Go ahead.
So, what would it get me? What would a parlay of the Buckeye basketball making the tournament, the Jackets win the Stanley Cup, and the Indians winning the World Series?
Oh my goodness!
You got a number on that?
Well, okay. So here's the problem. There is not odds, or at least I have not seen odds on Ohio State to make the NCAA tournament. I have not seen those odds. I've seen a bunch of different teams available. Right now, Ohio State's kind of projected as one of those like 10 or 11 seeds, which puts them on the bubble. I will tell you the Blue Jackets odds to make the playoffs. I don't have the to win the Stanley Cup. Ryan, maybe you can pull that up real quick. But the odds for the Blue Jackets just to make the playoffs are plus 285. Okay, so they are still a relatively significant underdog just to even make the playoffs. And as far as the Guardians to win the World Series, we'll look that up for you as well. But those are your odds.
CBJ to win the Stanley Cup right now is 150 to 1.
Okay.
So, a lot of good squeeze on that.
I will tell you, there aren't odds on Ohio State to make the tournament, but if there were, I would guess they would probably be in the maybe minus 150 range right now, because almost every bracket in the bracket matrix does have Ohio State in. So, Jeff, I like the call. I like the way you're thinking about a futures parlay. Thanks for the call. Now let's go back out to the phone lines and talk to Zoran. Zoran, welcome to the Fan Collins Show.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for keeping me company in my gym. Hey, I want to talk about the Jackets. It's amazing to stay up late at night and watch how we play. I've been reading all these rumors and X about Elias Peterson coming over here, but I'm afraid of what they will ask from us, and I really don't want to get rid of any of the youngsters. Plus, in a month, we will get our own addition, Cheney, Goody, and Monahan coming back. So I don't think that we need to go with the future and get Elias Peterson just to get him and get rid of some young players, either it's Santilli or KJ or Sillinger. So what's your opinion on that one?
Zoran, thanks for the call. And I don't think Don Waddell is going to do something like that. I actually did see a proposed Elias Peterson trade. And for people that don't know, Elias Peterson is a center out in Vancouver. There's been a rift between him and JT Miller. JT Miller just got traded to the New York Rangers the other day. So Peterson might be safe in Vancouver now, but if they do want to move him, the Jackets seem to be a team that's been talked about. I saw a proposed trade of a first-round pick, because the Jackets have 2 this year, Luca Del Bel Belluz, Dante Fabro, who was a guy that the Jackets picked up off of waivers from Nashville this year, has been playing well with Zach Werenski on that top pair, and then a mid-round pick. I think something like that is something that you would think about, especially with Goodbranson coming back to help the D-core out. Luca Del Bel Belluz, obviously a promising young center. He's playing well right now. But you don't give up a Fantilli. You don't give up a Kevin Johnson. Kent Johnson. You don't give up a Denton Matejchuk. You don't give up a Cole Sillinger. None of those guys you're mortgaging your future for. So if you could make a trade like that for a Pedersen, maybe you do it, but I'm with you. Don't give up any of the young core pieces of this team.
And Zoran, you sound like a passionate Blue Jacket fan, and you deserve to be at the Stadium Series game. So hang on the line. Cam is going to get your information. We're going to hook you up with a pair of tickets to the Stadium Series game, Blue Jackets, Red Wings, March 1st, Ohio Stadium. Thank you so much for the call, Zoran. We're going to continue on, take your calls. I still have more prizes to give away. We've got some gift cards to the ESPN Bet Sportsbook.
You can never go wrong with that.
So continue on with the great calls, 614-821-9710. And we're going to go back out to the phone lines and talk to our friend Adam. Adam, welcome to the Fan Collins Show.
Thanks, guys. Good morning, everyone. Just wanted to share a quick story. First-time sports bettor this week. Never done it. Been listening to your show for weeks, probably months, actually. So I decided to go crazy, and I bet the Jackets against the Knights. I did a 3-game parlay, or 3-leg parlay on the same game. Jackets to win on the money line, Werenski to score a point, and Sillinger to score an anytime goal. First time bet, $10, netted me $100.
Love it.
You guys would appreciate that. I got money on did a 2 parlay today. Buckeyes to win over Illinois, and the Jackets to pull a big upset over the Stars tonight. Really hoping for some more puck luck. And go Jackets, go Buckeyes. Thanks, guys.
How about this? Let's hand out another gift card to Adam because, look, he made his first bet and it was a win. So, Cam, let's hook him up. Adam, we're going to get you a $50 gift card to the ESPN Bet Sportsbook where you can come hang out with us. Now that you're a sports bettor, come hang with us during the Super Bowl next week.
We have some people that are always there at Hollywood Casino that come up and talk to us and get some betting advice from you, Scotty. So I like that a lot. Congratulations. I wish I could go back and be a first-time bettor again and get that first-time bettor luck.
I still remember, actually, my first bet was actually out in Vegas. I was about 22 years old, went out with some college buddies, and we went out during March Madness, and I loved it so much. It's kind of become a career for me. So doing this show, but that's first sports bet that I ever made was in Vegas, and I love that Adam won his very first one because once you win that first one, you feel like you're going to win them all. All right, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout, but then we're going to talk to Jeremy. This is the Fan Call-In Show, 614-821-9710. Your call's next. This is the Fan Call-In Show.
Back in the studio with a return visit from
Todd Schmeldt.
Todd, the last time you were with us, you claimed to be
the dumbest person in Columbus.
You're being really hard on yourself.
Not in the least. You know what I got?
I hate to ask.
One of them thermostats with the dial and the needle. Woo, woo, woo.
Maybe that's not modern, but not...
What am I? Eli Whitney, Elias Howe, Johann Gertis?
I don't know who those people are.
Those are old-timey people from the 19th century, and that's me. Outdated, like my silly old thermostat.
Okay, look, you're not the dumbest guy in Columbus. You just haven't called Apex Pros.
The pros who knows?
Those guys. Whether it's the latest technology, fixing your furnace, or a brand new system, they know all the stuff so you don't have to.
I don't have to know it all?
Nah, you just have to know the pros who knows.
Apex Pros. I'm not the dumbest guy in Columbus.
I didn't even know who Johann Gertis was.
Inventor of the gas-powered unicycle. Look it up, doy.
Okay, you don't have to be me.
No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros. The pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Come cheer on the Ohio State Buckeyes men's basketball team as they take on the Maryland Terrapins at the Shot on February 6th. Don't miss out on themed games, unforgettable fan experiences, and the ultimate Buckeye traditions. Buy your tickets now at ohiostatebuckeyes.com.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Back to the show of the fans, by the fans, and for these crazy fans. The Fan Call-In Show, presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It is the Fan Call-In Show. I'm Scotty Vegas. He's Ryan Baker. But really, this is your show. Doesn't matter who we are, because this is the Fan Call-In Show. The number is 614-821-9710. 614-821-9710. You never know when we're going to hook you up with some prizes. So give us a call. And we're going to go back out to the phone lines now. And we welcome in Jeremy. Jeremy, welcome to the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Of course.
So I'm wondering, I know the Blue Jackets are playing better than expected so far this year. How do you think the GM Waddell is going to handle next year? Do you think he's going to try and use some of that salary cap to lock in some of the young talent long term? Do you think they go out for a big name center, wingman? What's your thoughts on the subject?
Jeremy, thanks for the call. It'll be interesting. The one thing you know about Don Waddell is he's pretty aggressive. And remember, this is his first year with the team, so he's analyzing everything. He came in here with a blank slate on all of these guys, so he's looking at what he thinks he needs, what they need to do. Obviously, if they're in conversation at least with Vancouver about Pettersson, they're looking for something, right, to make this team a little better. You have to think if they get another centerman, that's some pretty big-time depth down the middle with Sean Monahan, who's locked in for 4 more years after this year. Adam Fantilli, he's taking that step to be the number 1 center that he was picked number 3 in the draft to be. We keep thinking about center with this team, and that's nice, but maybe long-term center isn't what they need right now. Maybe they could use another winger or two, or maybe another big-time defenseman to put back there with Zach Werenski and Denton Mateychuk. It'll be interesting to see what they do at the trade deadline with Ivan Provorov. But there will be changes to this team because he will have a whole year now to evaluate. But the young guys have taken a step this year with Dean Evison as coach. And maybe that's just their natural progression as well. But you have to think the Marchenkos, the Adam Fantillis, guys like that, Igor Chinnikov maybe, they're going to get these guys, Dmitry Voronkov, they're going to get them locked in long term.
So there's many ways that you can reach out to the Fan Call-In Show. One of those ways is YouTube. We've got a little chat box that's been pretty active and honestly has made me laugh already a few times. So, Ryan, let's go and check out the chat. We, of course, are taking your calls, 614-821-9710. You and I were talking about Ohio State memorabilia a little bit earlier in the show. I told you how Dave Biddle brought me some of the confetti from the national championship game. We got some listeners that have different ideas on memorabilia.
Yeah, so Todd says, if you guys find a 2025 national championship DVD for sale, please let me know over the air. My nephews live in Tampa and are already asking for it as a birthday gift this year. Craig, a loyal listener on the YouTube, I miss the days of getting a Sports Illustrated subscription and a free team season videotape or DVD. Now, Scotty, I don't know about this because I never had a Sports Illustrated subscription in my life. I mentioned I had the national championship one with Craig Krenzel on the front, but I don't know of this team DVD.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the deal. I remember in 2002, when Ohio State obviously beat Miami to win the national championship, I got the DVD, the game DVD, and it had some extras on it as well. And Ryan, I watched that DVD so many times. And what's funny is way back in the day, I used to have a VCR. Basically, I would tape every single Ohio State football game. So from the 1995 season to about 1998, I would record every single game. And it's funny because I went back and I was looking at a couple of those and look, I still have a VCR, believe it or not. And I hooked it up and I was watching the 95 Ohio State Notre Dame game just to see like with the quality of game tape, all that stuff. And it's funny because, it's funny the different things that we keep throughout the years. I doubt that they will make a DVD. Like, I just can't imagine that that's going to happen.
I don't know. It'd be cool to have, though, for sure. I mentioned I wanted some of the glassware. I like collecting drinkware and stuff. So some other ones. Oh, by the way, Todd, he said he's representing Gahanna Lincoln today. So
it's called a oop to you. Oh, it's the oop to you. Oop to you.
This one from the Colonel, and I love this one. This is awesome. He's representing Bishop Sycamore.
Oh my goodness! What a play!
He said he made $1,000 this morning betting on Buckeye Chuck. After taxes, he should make around $400. Not too bad.
Well, what was the answer? I mean, what did Buckeye Chuck say?
Buckeye Chuck said that winter will be over soon and that we will have spring coming early. Now, I know Punxsutawney Phil, though, said the opposite. He said 6 more weeks of winter.
Well, I trust the Buckeye Chuck more than Punxsutawney. Let's go back out to the phone lines. Again, the lines are open, 614-821-9710. We got a ESPN Bet Sportsbook gift card to hand out still, so we'll do that. And we'll now talk to Rich. Rich, welcome to the Fan Call-In Show.
Hey, thanks for taking my call. My call is about the Browns draft strategy. I think that if he's available, if they could draft Abdul Carter out of Penn State and then at the quarterback spot, take one of the lesser-known college quarterbacks or maybe trade for a backup, somebody like Joe Milton out of New England. I just wanted your thoughts on that.
It's an interesting call. Thanks for the call, Rich. If there's a quarterback you like at number 2, if it's Shedeur, if it's Cam Ward, if it's Jalen Milroe, maybe, because you've heard the Tommy Rees connection there with Jalen Milroe. If there is a quarterback that you like at 2, you have to take them, because the final 8 quarterbacks in the playoffs this year, 7 of them were first-round draft picks. The other one was Jalen Hurts, who was a pretty high second-round draft pick as well from the Eagles. Obviously had a pedigree of winning at Alabama as well. Came in and won that national championship when Tua was out. You have to take the guy if your guy is there at 2. If your guy is not there at 2, and I'm the Browns, I say trade back. Trade back a few spots, give, somebody will like one of those quarterbacks, get what you can from them, and add more pieces, because I'm not as big as the Browns roster is as great as everyone else thinks it is. It's also getting a lot older. But if that guy is there at 2 and you love him, you have to take him. Not everybody most people didn't think Jaden Daniels was the pick at 2 last year. And look what he ended up doing. And also the last 2 teams that picked number 2 in the draft, they went to the playoffs because they got a C.J. Stroud and they got a Jaden Daniels. So if you fall in love with one of these quarterbacks, you've got to take them.
So I really like what you said there. And I've got the betting odds now on who the Cleveland Browns would take as the number 2 pick. And I have heard a lot of people talking about Abdul Carter in that spot because it feels like he is like bust proof, right? Like that he is going to come in and he's going to be a star. And we know he's going to be a really, really good player. No doubt about it. And everybody else at 2 could be a little bit of a question mark. Here are the betting odds on who the Cleveland Browns will pick as the number 2 pick. The favorite right now is Travis Hunter. He is minus 150 to be the number 2 pick for the Browns. Next, even money for Cam Ward. Okay, so Cam Ward just behind Travis Hunter as far as the odds go. Then at plus 150, you've got Abdul Carter. Okay, plus 150. And then you're getting to 2-1 with Sanders, and you're getting 4-1 with Milroe. So that's kind of how the odds board breaks out. The thing that stands out to me is how wide open it is. You got 5 guys there that are between minus 150 and 4-1, which is kind of surprising. Generally at the 2 pick, you have more like a known commodity of who that number 2 pick is going to be, but it is still seemingly wide open with 5 guys that close in the odds.
And it's interesting that Cam is number 2 because Cam is more of a out of the pocket, kind of off the cuff, work on the fly quarterback, which doesn't seem like something Kevin Stefanski would like. Shedeur is more of that in the pocket, accurate pocket passer that maybe that Kevin Stefanski would fit his system a little more. So kind of interesting that Cam would have higher odds than Shedeur to be the Browns pick.
Yeah, again, it's Travis Hunter minus 150. He is the favorite. Then you've got Cam Ward even, Abdul Carter plus 150, Shedeur Sanders 2-1, Jalen Milroe 4-1. Really good call by Rich. The phone lines are open, 614-821-9710. More of your calls are next. This is the Fan Call-In Show.
The sound of Paul Keels calling a Buckeye game is erotic.
Oh, yes.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. If you are retired or in the planning stages, we can help you maximize your income. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting. safeharboroh.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code WEALTH to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code WEALTH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code WEALTH for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Come in. Joe, I wasn't expecting to see you.
Why does everybody say that? I came to congratulate you. No joke.
Well, it was a hard-fought campaign.
Campaign? I'm talking about $5 at Great Lakes Kia.
Great Lakes Kia, where new Kias are less than lunch.
Brand new Kias, $5 a day. I'm being serious right now.
Only at Great Lakes Kia.
Guess what? And by the way, get 0% financing for 72 months.
Lease new 25 Kia Sorrentos LX, just $5 a day. And we love that third row seating, don't we?
And new K4s, LXS, just $5 a day. No joke.
Even new K5s, LXS, just $5 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
But what about credit? Come on, man.
If you've got a job, you ride $5 a day.
Here's the deal. Go to Great Lakes Kia.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. GreatLakesKia.com.
My first home was $5. Not kidding around.
Plus tax and tag to qualified buyers. Visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, where every nail-biting over 365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
We have a lot of football happening. I'm here to help. Set your radio preset to the Fan. Very good. Now set a second one to ESPN Columbus. It's the HD2 button. Lastly, go to the Fan's HD3 and save the Fan 3. Crisis averted. You're welcome.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
Next on Metro's Nada Yada Island podcast.
I almost fainted when the 4 new bombshells arrived. 4 free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G phones at Metro.
No way.
And finding out the 4th line is free. Oh, things got heated.
That's wild. Join Metro and get 4 free Samsung 5G phones. Only at Metro.
Plus tax. Bring 4 numbers and an ID and sign up for any Metro Flex plan. Not available currently at T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Well, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GI Bill.
Get ECO.
ECO.
Aaron, look what I invented.
Jerry, you're wearing a cape.
Get ECO.
ECO.
What is it that you promise our customers, Aaron?
We come through for you when you need us to.
Get ECO.
ECO.
Do you know who does that, Aaron?
We do?
Superheroes do that, Aaron.
Superheroes! I'm guessing you make capes for everyone?
That's right. Every plumber, electrician, and HVAC technician. But I'm not done, Aaron. I'm not done.
Get ECO.
ECO.
Now I'm inventing jetpacks so we can fly to the rescue like proper superheroes. Now say your line again.
We come through for you when you need us to?
No, say it like this. We come through for you when you need us to.
Get ECO.
ECO.
Jerry.
Yeah, Aaron?
How about we put those capes in the closet until you get the jetpacks perfected?
We'll look right when we take flight.
Get ECO.
ECO.
ECO. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
All your favorite Fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Ever want to be a radio star?
It's all about the radio.
Or at least hear your voice on the air?
The radio's all yours now.
This is the show for you. This is the Fan Call-In Show, presented by ESPN Bet at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Final segment of your show on this Sunday. It is the Fan Call-In Show. Just a reminder, Ohio State in Illinois coming up at 1 today. The Buckeyes with a chance to win 4 in a row. You know Scotty Vegas is pumped about this run that the Buckeyes have been going on. Coming up next, Timmy Hall will get you ready for it with the Fan Warm-Up Show. Enough time for a couple of callers here to wrap up the show. Let's head back out to the phone lines and go to Ryan. Ryan, good morning. You're on the Fan Call-In Show. What school are you representing this morning?
Lancaster High School.
Scotty has to go! Scotty's gotta go!
Awesome. Go ahead for us, Ryan.
Quick question for you guys. Do you guys think with Boone Jenner coming back that the Blue Jackets have enough veteran presence on this team right now with all of the young guys that we have playing well? Or do you guys think we need to go out at the trade deadline and get another piece to add to this team this year?
Appreciate the call, Ryan. I think they do have enough veterans right now with Boone and Goodbranson coming back and Sean Monahan. You've got Corrali there as well, who was used to playoff hockey, Stanley Cup hockey from his time with the Boston Bruins. Zach Werenski, I know it's kind of hard to believe, but Zach Werenski has been in the league 9 years now. He's already been a Jacket for 9 years. So I think they do. Zach Aston Reese, he's gone far in the playoffs before with the Penguins. The old adage, though, you could never have enough veteran help. I just don't know if the Blue Jackets are in the business of rentals this year because they're kind of ahead of schedule right now. So I don't know if you're going to give up assets, even if they're just mid-round picks, just for a rental that's going to come in the rest of the year.
When I read off to you, Ryan, I think it was last segment, about the odds on the Blue Jackets to make the playoffs being pretty much 3-1, right? So based on odds-wise, that would say you got probably about a 15 to 20% chance of making the playoffs. Were you surprised that the odds were that high? Would you invest some of your money on the 3-1 on the Blue Jackets to make the playoffs?
3-1 to make the playoffs, absolutely.
Okay.
I think this Jackets team is going to get in because they're getting the strong goaltending play. We mentioned they've got guys coming back. So I think it's a pretty good bet. And plus some of the teams that they're battling with, some of them are going down, some of them are going up. So I think they've got a pretty good shot. Remember, they're only 5 points from being out of that wild card and catching a New Jersey and being a top 3 in the Metro. So
let's go back out to the phone lines and let's talk to Greg. Greg, you are on the Fan Call-In Show. What school are you representing?
OU Bobcats.
I live in a van down by the river.
All right, Bobcats. What do you got for us, Greg?
I'd like for you guys to verify this. I think I've stumbled upon a record that Ohio State set this year, and it's while 4 other teams have gone on to win the national championship without winning their conference, I think this is the first time that a 4th place, not a 3rd place, but a 4th place team in their conference has gone on to win.
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I will tell you now that we've got the 12-team playoff, I think we're going to see that a little bit more where, hey, you get into the tournament and who knows what's going to happen. But, yeah, I'd be shocked if it has ever happened in the history before where a 4th-place team in their conference won a national championship because there wasn't access to it previously.
I'm pretty sure there's never been a 4th-place team in their conference make the playoff, right?
No.
So there's no way you could have had that. And listen, I love that Ohio State won the national championship, and I don't think there's any doubt that Ohio State was the most talented team in the country. That makes my skin crawl. The 4th place in the conference winning a national championship. It's one of the things that I said before I hated. It's one of the things that even now I'm going to say I hate. I love that Ohio State won it, but that makes my skin crawl a little bit.
All right, let's go back out to the phone lines and talk to our friend Caden. Caden, what school are you representing?
Just the Buckeyes, man. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Nice, Caden. Love it. What do you got for us?
Hey, man. Just talking about Ohio State basketball, they look really good on Thursday night getting that win against Penn State. But just to pick your guys' brain, what do you guys think that their ceiling is this year? I think we're definitely going to make the tournament, but how far do you think they could go if we end up making it? But all right, thanks, guys. Go Bucks.
Yeah, appreciate the call, Caden. And you're right. The last week and a half has changed expectations significantly, right? You win that game at Purdue. You outscore Purdue by 16 points in the second half. Win the second half 45-29. They were great in the second half against Iowa. Won the second half 52-39 there. Won the second half against Penn State 40-31. So over the last week and a half, they have done extremely well, especially late in the game. My expectations really have been just find your way into this tournament. And right now, most of the brackets, the projected brackets, have Ohio State kind of in the 9, 10, 11 seed range. I will tell you, I think with the experience they have in the backcourt, when you get to March Madness and you get to tournament time, it's really all about the guards. It really is. And the fact that Ohio State has Bruce Thornton leading the way, we know the experience that he has as a junior, a lot of starts under his belt. You like that. You like the fact that Micah Parrish is a senior who's played a lot of action, has played in the NCAA tournament, has played in a national championship game. Tons of experience at San Diego State. He's starting to find his stride a little bit. And the other thing that you love is you have the talent in John Mobley. Like, he has really come on. He's been hitting the threes. He's been playing great lately. So my theory is just find your way into this tournament, and then you have an opportunity really to make a run because you have that backcourt. Ryan, am I just super fan, or am I crazy? Or do you believe that this is a team that could pull off a win or two in the tournament?
So I think this team could, everything falls right, be a Sweet 16 team. And here's why. This schedule, after this game today, you've got nobody ranked on this schedule the rest of the way out. So they can really gain some momentum here down the stretch, win some games, and possibly get that seed to climb up a little higher. And look, they've beaten a Kentucky. They took Michigan State to the wire. They took Oregon to the wire. Probably should have won that Oregon game. Probably should have won that Wisconsin game. These are all teams that are ranked. They beat Purdue. They beat Texas earlier in the year. We know that when this team plays at its potential, they can play with a lot of teams in the country. And I'll take your guard play even a step further. And I know he's a freshman, but when Junie Mobley is hitting shots, this team can play with and beat anyone in the country because he gets as hot as anyone there is in college basketball. So if this team gets some confidence, and Junie's game's evolving here with the 8 assists in both of the last 2 games as well, when he's got the ball and he's getting other people involved and then his shot starts hitting, listen, if they can get up to like a 7-6 seed in this tournament, possibly with this nice schedule down the stretch, and then if they get confidence in Junie's hitting, look out. This team, I don't think a lot of teams will want to play him.
Yeah, well, and that backcourt, like, again, in March, having a backcourt goes a huge way. And let's not forget about Parrish, too, because, like, I think the tournament experience for him is huge. And, like, right now, let's give you a little bit of reference of where Ohio State would be. Again, this is February 2nd, so we got a month left. But Ohio State right now is projected as a 10 seed. There's 91 different brackets out there that project where these teams would be projected in the NCAA tournament. And Ohio State is sitting there right now in most of these projections as a 10 seed. 90 out of the 91 brackets have Ohio State in. So that's a good thing. Right now, you're separating yourself maybe a little bit from the bubble. Ohio State's a 5.5-point underdog today against Illinois. I'm taking the points. I like Ohio State. I think the momentum that they have going right now, Illinois is going the other way a little bit. They've had some losses. They've got a big guy who's been out. I like Ohio State today. I think they go on the road. And Ryan, I think they're going to get the win.
I tell you what, I hope you're right, because if so, that gives them 4 in a row. And then, like I said, that kicks them into this easier schedule down the stretch. 5.5, man, if they can keep it within that and they can pull off this upset today on national TV, It'll be huge for Coach Diebler and this team.
I'll tell you what, too, and I know it's a big game today. I've got that game, Ohio State, Michigan, here at the Shot circled. I've already bought my tickets for it. I can't wait for that one. I know everyone's talking about, you have the matchup, the coaching matchup, but I cannot wait for that one. And just the fact that February 2nd, we're talking tournament and playoffs with the Blue Jackets and the Buckeyes. I love it, Ryan.
Let's hope the Buckeyes show us some of this today.
Yes.
Get off to a good start.
Let's go, Bill Raftery.
Get Illinois behind the 8 ball. That'll be fun. Thanks, you guys, for all of your calls. We really appreciate it. We love doing this show with you guys every Sunday morning at 11, the Fan Call-In Show. It has been a blast so far. Look to continue doing that. Talking about this Buckeye Hoops team and this Jackets team down the winter. Buckeye basketball coming up at 1. Timmy Hall and the Fan Warm-Up Show next on The Fan.
We test marketed naming the show A Guy and His Butlers.
Oh, that is very touching.
But we thought Bishop and Friends had a better ring to it.
Weekday mornings at 9.
The Fan.
Home values in Columbus are sky high, and you have a ton of equity. Your financial advisor thinks the market has peaked. So if you're thinking about selling, it's time. Except for 2 things. High interest rates will burn you on a new home loan, and you're not ready to move. Savvy financial advisors suggest Truehold's new Sell and Stay program. It's ingenious because they buy your home now while its value is high, but you can stay in your home as long as you want with an easy, affordable lease. Smart, right? Truehold will make you a solid cash offer, not a lowball offer like the others. It's based on your home's current value. The cash is yours to travel, pay off bills, or secure your retirement. And again, you can stay in your home with a comfortable lease. Truehold covers property taxes, insurance, and maintenance. See how much Truehold will pay for your home today. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
Back in the studio with a return visit from
Todd Schmelt.
Todd, the last time you were with us, you claimed to be
the dumbest person in Columbus.
You're being really hard on yourself.
Not in the least. You know what I got?
I hate to ask.
One of them thermostats with the dial and the needle. Woo, woo, woo.
Maybe that's not modern, but not...
What am I? Eli Whitney, Elias Howe, Johann Gertis?
I don't know who those people are.
Those are old-timey people from the 19th century, and that's me. Outdated, like my silly old thermostat.
Okay, look, you're not the dumbest guy in Columbus. You just haven't called Apex Pros.
The pros who knows?
Those guys. Whether it's the latest technology, fixing your furnace, or a brand new system, they know all the stuff so you don't have to.
I don't have to know it all?
Nah, you just have to know the pros who knows.
Apex Pros. I'm not the dumbest guy in Columbus.
I didn't even know who Johann Gertis was.
Inventor of the gas-powered unicycle. Look it up, doy.
Okay, you don't have to be me.
No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros, the pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
The New Year's celebration is come and gone, but my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin are still offering those great deals. Rich is sticking with rates starting as low as 0% and leases starting from only $249 a month. Test drive the Prologue, the new all-electric SUV from Honda. And how about the very popular CR-V LX all-wheel drive? A 25 lease is only $349 a month for 36 months with $19.99 down. See the dealer for all these amazing details. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270.
Giant Eagle is making it easy to surround yourself with savings with new low prices on hundreds of your favorite produce items like pineapples, avocados, navel oranges, and lettuce at your neighborhood Giant Eagle.
This is Corey Sickles with Safe Harbor Retirement Group. If you are retired or in the planning stages, we can help you maximize your income. Visit safeharboroh.com to schedule a complimentary meeting.